And welcome to the December 6, 2022 Board of County Commissioners meeting.
Could Rose Lee Archer and Pat Archer please come forward? Okay, so my first proclamation. Are you?
That's okay. He's a videographer and he's going to step in because this is
Okay.
what we do. We're a dual team.
Okay, thank you. So we are declaring December as Disability Employment Awareness Month. Whereas persons with disabilities should be offered the opportunity to create productive, independent lives through community integration into social, academic, and employment environments. And whereas disability mentoring is a valuable recruitment tool for business, government agencies, and organizations to create inclusion in the workplace by helping students and job seekers with disabilities explore possible career paths, build confidence in their own employability, obtain first-hand job experiences in specific career fields, develop lasting mentor relationships, understand the vital connection between school and work, and target career skills. And whereas at all public school sites, the school district of Palm Beach County serves approximately 40,000 students identified as eligible for exceptional student education, from birth through the age of 22, who may have disabilities that are physical, cognitive, mental, or hidden that substantially limit one or more major life activities, such as learning, working, walking, seeing, and hearing. And whereas the Archer Disability Foundation works with the National Association of Governors Committees on People with Disabilities and school districts to present disability mentoring events that benefit transition students and job seekers with disabilities by introducing skills needed for a variety of employment opportunities. And whereas by the year 2030, Florida will create 2 million more jobs, leaving 700,000 Floridians with disabilities as an untapped talent source. And the Florida Chamber of Commerce supports closing this workforce gap. And whereas an estimated 2.6 million people in Florida have a disability, and 13.4% of the state's population deals with some form of physical or mental disability. And whereas persons with disabilities may confront employment barriers and social disadvantages that prevent them from obtaining employment opportunities. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of County Commissioners of Palm Beach County, Florida, assembled in regular session the 6th day of December 2022, that December 2022 in Palm Beach County is hereby proclaimed Disability Employment Awareness Month. Be it further proclaimed by the Board of County Commissioners of Palm Beach County, Florida, that this proclamation is duly sealed, ribboned, and executed by the members of this board. The foregoing proclamation was sponsored by Commissioner Robert S. Weinroth, and upon unanimous consent of the board, the mayor declared the proclamation duly enacted. Thank you.
So much. Thank you, and I appreciate being your first ever proclamation. That's great, huh? Well, it couldn't be a better subject matter because people with disabilities are dear to my heart. I was a teen mom, and I had this wonderful child. They told me he wasn't going to clothe and feed himself, so they were going to put him in an institution. Palm Beach County has been vital in the maturation and the development of this individual. Just to give you an idea what happens with teenage mothers years ago, they took Pat as a ward of the court, and they put him in an institution in Miami with a United Way grant, and that lasted from the age of 6 to 16. He was nonverbal when he went into the program, and when he came out, he never stopped talking. And so that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes when, as a mother, you go to these landmarks, and it was Mother's Day, and he went working at Publix, and he bought me a little vase. First ever gift I got from him. Second to that was Maria Sachs is smiling because I know Maria for many years because I worked on I was a member of the Florida Independent Living Council for 3 terms. I followed her husband. He was the chair of the council, and then I became as well. A lot of difficult work, but we made public policy that opens the door for people with disabilities. As you alluded to, 40,000 students just in our school district that are exceptional student education bound. And that means we get more funding for them. They have different programs. They have skill-building programs, and they are mandated to stay into school if they wish, because some parents like to pull them out, from the ages of 18 to 22 years old. I always say keep your child in school as long as possible, because you need as much baking in that oven as possible just to get into society. What are we talking about? The terminology inclusion is huge. We talk about inclusion every day lightly. Inclusion for people with disabilities, they're every color, every socioeconomic, every age group. It's amazing how we just look over that particular population. But not when I'm in the room, unfortunately. I won't allow that. But one thing that parents hope when their child graduates through ESC in Palm Beach County School District is that there's hope. There's hope for inclusion in the community. There's hope that these people find their way, whatever way it is. If the family has a family business, they can put them to business. They can shred papers. They can open mail. They can do all kinds of work that we're not utilizing for. And also, as the commissioner had alluded to, one of the interesting things is that we have the Florida Chamber of Commerce that is telling us and looking into the future that there's going to be 2 million more jobs by 2030. And there'll be 700,000 unemployed people with disabilities. That's unheard of. What a huge underutilized population. It needs to start going into the direction of finding employment parts for these people. And it is my honor to do these disability mentoring projects with public supermarkets, CVS. We did have Home Depot. Things changed during the pandemic, but we're going to get back on track and find more businesses. So if anybody wants to know Archer Disability Foundation and give me a call, and you have a child opening for a student 18 to whatever, because we have job seekers after they graduate. So if you have an opportunity for them to become an intern or possibly a part-time employee for you, I can help you out. I can find you someone. All right, and I'm not an employment agency, so I just want to make sure, but you understand that. But right now, I want to introduce one of the most incredible young men, the one that I referred to that wasn't going to clothe and feed himself. So it's really important to see the development that the county and the tax-paying dollars put into an individual's life and turn it around. Pat Archer.
My name is Pat Archer.
Okay.
In the past year, I submitted my resume to over 55 jobs on myfeujobs.edu, and once they find out I had a disability, they said the job is no longer available or I'm not selected. I love working with publics, but I want to advance my career as an editor, photographer, videographer. After graduating with a bachelor's in arts degree at Florida Atlantic University and multimedia studies, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to work with Ryan Moran as a videographer, communications intern at the FEU alumni. And I love working at Publix, and I want to advance my career goals so I can obtain independence as a professional working in the workplace. And I am proud to be graduating from FAU, and I'm now driving thanks to my driving teacher at the Palm Beach Safety Council, Mark. Thanks for listening.
All right, thank you very much. And moving on